what about the law can actually lead to the fact that somebody who has been accused of sort of harassing someone and leading to that person committing suicide can then walk out of court with a judgment with a punishment of only 100 ringgit? How does that happen?
That question you should pose to prosecutions. It's their prerogative how it's the AG's chambers, Attorney General chambers, through public prosecutor, how he wants to frame the charge against a person for any offence committed. It rests with his discretions.
Okay.
And that cannot be challenged because an Attorney General's authority or powers is enumerated in Federal Constitution's Article 145. So that is the Attorney General Chamber's discretion, how they want to frame the charge. But usually it depends on the facts of it and the surrounding evidence. Since you're talking about this 100 ringgit charge, I don't want to elaborate that, because it's already been very sensitive.
Are there any legal clauses or legal provisions that would lead to that judgment?
No, that it's 100 ringgit because Section 14 of a Minor Offences Act, it stipulates that the maximum fine is 100 ringgit.
Okay.
So it's not, you can't go beyond that. And the magistrate who imposed that fine, their hands are tied. See, this is called lawful authority. The magistrate she has what they call authority up to 100 ringgit penalty.
Because
fine.
that's what
the
law.
The provision is.
Yeah.
So she can't go. And the magistrate got nothing to do with that charge because the charge is being framed by the Attorney General Chambers, the public prosecutor. And then he is being represented in the court by Deputy Public Prosecutor. So that's the irony of it. So everybody is saying that, this is not fair, this is not fair. The fact of it, let me tell you something. The deceased committed suicide. She is not there to testify what she went through. So how that person going to come to court and testify in order to incriminate the person who done so-called damage, harassing or stalking against her? So the deceased, Asa, whatever, she's not around to testify. So the law itself operates without witness testifying. That's what we call evidence. We need to have evidential value, and that the burden rests with the prosecutions to prove that so and so has actually have done something to this person. So then that whoever walked out the other day got a legal burden to discharge. I'm sorry, to rebut that accusations. But here, I'm of the view that whoever have done that act, it's merely never asked go and commit suicide. She has tormented that person. Again, I've told you, if you're going online, you must be strong in your character. You must have a very one kind of like tug of war kind of emotion, stability. That what has happened, and these people were engaged in online live TikTok broadcasts at wee hours. I'm not saying it's wrong or whatever. My compassion for the family, my empathy for that girl who died, but the ends are tied from the legal perspective.
Okay.
So that's the only recourse available. And remember, that person who walked with 100 ringgit fine is already be a convicted person. So she has a conviction hanging on her head. So I think repeating a similar offense will attract other things. If another victim fall prey into a similar modus operandi, I must say that there's a law for it. Stalking, harassing. There's a new law been enacted last year, which is 507A. Stalking or harassing. It uses stalking against a person. It can be physically, it can be online, or by any means. And you had it. We already have one decided case. The person been stalking this person. There's a guy been stalking this lady ever since like 2018 or 2016.
Online.
Yes, online. In fact, following her all the way to overseas. And like what you say just now, calling you and harassing you over the phone. I don't know for what reason. She went through the same thing. Eventually, the law was enacted last year and it was applied and charge was framed, and that person pleaded guilty and he's going through some psychiatric tests.
Okay.
Because the judge said before, meting out the punishment, let him go through some psychiatric tests.
So